Yeah, if you see it, they come pretty fast. Yeah, yeah, they come pretty fast. Pacelli, Neillsville, Neillsville, Pacelli. Neillsville, Pacelli, Pacelli, Neillsville. Neillsville, Pacelli, Pacelli, Neillsville. All right, 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Probably could be louder. Usually the better way to do it is just too loud up here. Yeah, it's probably pretty close right now, so we won't mess with it too much. Jason and Lucas, Lucas and Jason. Yeah, and then it switches on that end. Sounds good. Okay. Jason and Lucas, Lucas and Jason. Okay. So I'm going to make you a commercial playlist, because not all the commercials get played. So do me a favor, read the commercials in your stack one by one, and I'm going to write down the ones to play. Yeah, that's good. North side? Okay, we'll skip that. What else? What else you got?
Decorating Soul.
Yeah, skip.
Well, this is the thing.
Yeah, that one is good. Okay. Yeah, they get played. Okay. All right, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Neillsville as we get you set for high school softball here tonight. Not affiliated with the actual high school, but girls from those communities participating tonight, and generally said 18U softball. Neillsville on the field, and Pacelli visiting here today. And you are in the Grassland Dairy pregame show, or Grassland Dairy starting lineups. And first for Pacelli at shortstop is Sammy Miller, Briar Armatowski at second, Haley Rafflick pitching, Grace Rapinski at third base, Sydney Gavin in center field, Emma Van Order in left field, Emily Grzinski at first base, Lane Ilka in right field, and Jaden Hitchery catching. And we see a strike come in to Sammy Miller, and we are underway. Ball called, 1 ball, 1 strike, as Callie Schmidt pitching for Neillsville. We'll go through the rest of our Grassland Dairy starting lineups here in just a moment as Schmidt comes, and that one is delivered foul for strike 2 by Miller. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Go through the defensive rotation for Neillsville here momentarily, along with the starting order after this next Callie Schmidt to Sammy Miller pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. That one would be grounded over to short, picked by Mosley, and in time to Stockheimer for out number 1. 6-3 on the putout, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Briar Armatowski. For Neillsville in the Grassland Dairy starting lineup, in center field, Bella Opelt. Shortstop is Emma Mosley. First base, Darren Stockheimer. At catcher, Ellie Mozide. Lizzie Jorgensen in left field. Ava Mortensen at third. Callie Schmidt pitching. Ella King at second, and Allison King in right field for Missy Stockheimer's Aces team here today. Grassland Dairy, exciting, rewarding career opportunities available now at grassland.com. And a ball to Armatowski with 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Schmidt wheels and delivers. That one skips in for ball 2. And Armatowski steps into that one under the glove of Mosley at short, and it'll be an infield single on the sharply hit ball by Armatowski. Mosley lifted up just as that ball was coming to her and rolled under her glove. But a sharp hit ball, and that is an infield single on my scorebook. You can disagree with me if you want. And Haley Rafflick into center. Opelt on. Throw back to Stockheimer at first. Double play. Aces as they get out of the inning. Opelt with the underhand catch in center. Fires back and doubles up. Briar Armatowski headed back to first. And the Cardinals are retired here in the top of the first. And Schmidt faces just the 3 batters. And that'll do it for the top of the first here in Neillsville. Neillsville coming to bat when we come back.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Marshfield Country Club is located just west of Marshfield on County Road H. Enjoy 18 holes of golfing along the picturesque Yellow River with golf available for all skill levels. Marshfield Country Club also has a full menu including burgers, sandwiches, and homemade pizza. Marshfield Country Club is also fun at night. Make your tee time now by visiting golfmcc.com. Opelt, Mosley, Stockheimer for Neillsville here in the bottom of the first inning. Rafflick pitching for the Cardinals and sends that one high and away. Ball 1 to Opelt. And thank our game day sponsor, Grassland Dairy. Exciting, rewarding career opportunities available now at grassland.com. And we are just days away from a big announcement with Grassland right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Big things popping with Grassland. Lucas gets to find out on his way home. You all have to wait a few more days to find out. But the ball high is Jason Zaleski here. Lucas Holheisel producing today's broadcast. And doing it on expert level with no cheat codes. Not that I know of anyway. Raflick with the 3-0 and strike on the inside corner makes it 3 balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Bella Opelt. Baseball coming up at 5:30. So in a little while you're going to have to break out another laptop or another TV or phone as Opelt slaps this one into right field. That'll get down for a leadoff hit for the speedy Bella Opelt. Had a great day to be at the ballpark here today in Neillsville as we play at Listman Field. School district not acceptable to play at. Mosley shows bunt, pops it up in front of the catcher. That'll die there. Throw down to first is in time. Opelt all the way over to third. And Opelt on the move. One of the fastest players you're going to see anywhere. And on the bunt from Mosley, 5-3 putout, but it does the job. And gets Opelt all the way around from first to third. Wow. That is how you do it. That'll bring up Darren Stockheimer. Stockheimer made a great play at the end of the Aces game over in Marshfield on Monday to put the capper on that one. Nice long stretch to retire the third out. Looked like a big league play all the way through as a strike there. Swung on and missed by Stockheimer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on third is Opelt. Stockheimer looking to bring her home. That one comes in high from Raflick for ball 2. But crystal blue skies, not a cloud to be seen. Military aircraft were doing maneuvers above us when we rolled in here at 2:30. Never could see them, though. That one 2 hops in from Raflick. But military aircraft probably doing a flyover for today's national anthem. That's probably what they were doing. Or something similar. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. Looking the whole way, and Stockheimer takes strike 2, full count now. Left-handed hitting Stockheimer. Opelt over on third. If Stockheimer can get this in play on the infield to the right even, probably gets Opelt home. Here's the full count pitch. And it goes to the right. And Opelt on her way home. And as predicted, Opelt scores as Stockheimer hits the ball to the right side of the infield. Who is that guy calling this game? It's like I've already seen the game before it happened. So 2 down, 1 run across, and Neillsville takes the first inning lead. And the ever active, ever aggressive Ellie Mozide steps in. Mozide carves out her place in the batter's box, and we'll look at the first pitch from Raflick and sees it as a strike. Yeah, Stockheimer knew that's all she had to do, just get the ball, get the bat on the ball, deliver it to the right side of the infield if possible. Opelt's going to score, and that's exactly what happened as Raflick couldn't get that one out of her hand and came in high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mozide, good laugh out of that. And strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Raflick. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the inning. Raflick ready with the 1-2. Here it is. And swung on and missed for strike 3 as Mozide goes down swinging for the final out of the first. We have played 1 complete. Neillsville strikes in the bottom of the first. They lead 1-0. 2.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Back to Neillsville. That's where we are. I was a lot of places today, but I am now in Neillsville. Rapinski, Gavin, and Van Order due up for Coach Ann Molsky's Pacelli squad here. First time this Pacelli team in this configuration has taken to the field here in 2020, as that one's fouled up the first baseline. Saw Sammy Miller lead off back in the top of the first inning. First time that we have seen Sammy since a wrist injury from more than a year ago. She may have played travel ball somewhere in between there, but the first time we've seen her. And what we've Coach Molsky talked about before the game was perhaps 13 months to the day since a lot of these girls were on Goodman Diamond down in Madison, as Pacelli Catholic High School participated in the state softball tournament last year. State semifinal appearance. That one comes in high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rapinski. Before we tell you about Bullseye Sports, that one fouled back. Central Wisconsin residents come to Marshfield for their guns, bows, ammo, and more. And they go to Bullseye Sports. Bullseye Sports is on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Bullseye Sports will get you ready for hunting season today. Hit the bullseye with Bullseye Sports of Marshfield. And the 2-2 is a strike, and that is a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout. Looks like I knew that was going to happen too or something. I don't know, this is going pretty good for me so far. Sydney Gavin, now center fielder, steps in. Every strikeout this summer brought to you by Bullseye Sports of Marshfield. That one up and out of play by Gavin. Fouled towards the playground behind us here. Callie Schmidt remains in the circle for Neillsville here in the second inning. Fast first inning, but did give us our score, 1-0. That one comes in high. Emma Van Order on deck. Left-handed batting Gavin faces a 1-1 count and sees that one coming high for ball 2. Plenty of seating out here at Listman Park. A lot of great places to watch, a lot of good views. You can even sit down the line a little bit and not have a fence in front of you if you so desire. Bring your lawn chair if you want to not sit next to somebody. As of now, everybody off on the first base side. That's where all the shade is. Third base side, lots of sun, but maybe you're working on your suntan. That may be good for you. And that one comes in high. It's a 5-pitch walk to Gavin, and a runner aboard for Pacelli with 1 out here in the top of the second. And left fielder Emma Van Order will hop on in. And Schmidt delivers a strike. Nice pitch there. Oh, 1 from Schmidt to Van Order. That one fouled back. Mosite having a good chuckle back there. Having a good time behind the plate. Is laughing about something. Catcher's gear on. Sitting there in the hot sun, just having a good time. I guess if you're going to go through all that, you may as well have a good time. And she is chuckling. She was laughing when she was at her at bat, too. 0-2 the count. Fouled back into the chest protector of our home plate umpire. He's all right, though. He's taken worse than that before. Mosite again having a good time with that, too. Right off of the middle of his chest, right on his sternum. But that's why the pads are on. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt winds and delivers and fouled back again. 4 pitches to Van Order. 3 fouled off. Van Order likes strikes, swings at strikes. See if Schmidt gives her another strike to swing at here on the 0-2. The 0-2 version 5.0. And that one outside. Highlights of this game later over on Facebook. Somewhere on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network. We'll decide that later. Here's the 1-2 and inside for ball 2. Again, baseball tonight over from Rosholt. It'll be Stevens Point and Marshfield. 19U baseball going on over at Rosholt. We'll be live with that game as well. That one comes in high. So Van Order works the count full. Saw 4 pitches on 0-2. Or saw 2 pitches on 0-2, 4 straight strikes. Now work the count back full the other way. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first is Gavin. Here's the full count offering from Schmidt. Swung through. And it's a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout for Callie Schmidt. 2 outs now brings up the first baseman, Emily Grzinski. So again, baseball over at Rosholt Fairgrounds. Head on over. Full concessions, seating, bleachers, bring a chair, whatever you want. Steve Maves on the call over in Rosholt later tonight. Game 1, you'll actually provide your own play-by-play. And who knows, do it, record it, send in your tape. Maybe you get to do play-by-play here on Zaleski Sports. That's something to think about. Be a good opportunity for it. And then Steve Maves will be on the call. All doubleheaders in summer baseball this year. So 2 games, all starts at 5:30. And you'll watch that game just like you did this one live right here on Zaleski Sports. I believe the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. I could be wrong on that. We'll find out here. That one fouled up and out of place. So 2 strikes for sure. And off of a nice red minivan over there. And we're bereft of softball here. Okay, Coach Molsky's got one she likes. She'll put that one in play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Grzinski. Schmidt winds the ball in her mitt and delivers. And this one foul. 2 outs. Runner on first is center fielder Sydney Gavin. Second batter to hit. She'd been at first since then. And this one grounded to third. Sent across the diamond to Stockheimer in time for out number 3. Ava King, nice pick over on the hot corner and sends it across to Darren Stockheimer for the final out of the inning. No hits, 1 left on. No score for Pacelli in the second. They trail 1-0 Neillsville coming up in the bottom of the second.
Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neillsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient rood furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer.
Bottom of the second inning for Neillsville, Lizzie Jorgensen, Ava Mortensen, Kelly Schmidt all due up for Coach Missy Stockheimer. Haley Rafflick remains on the circle for the second inning for Pacelli, and that one fouled off by Jorgensen. Looking for a full-service title insurance company? Badger Title is the place to be. Badger Title offers extension closing services, title insurance, letter reports, construction disbursements, and more. Give Cheryl Schwanitz a call today for all your real estate needs. 715-389-2900. That's 715-389-2900 for Badger Title. That is just a bit high. Our home plate umpire ducked out of the way of that one, just in case. He's already taken one in the chest. Didn't want to take one off the top of his cabbage there. This one is pounded in the ground over to third, and a nice throw across the diamond for out number one. So Ava Mortensen now, as she bats in the sixth spot here today. One run scored back in the first inning. That was Bella Opelt on an RBI from Darren Stockheimer. And that's where we stand now with one out here in the bottom of the second, 1-0, Neillsville. And out in front of that, a big swing and a miss by Mortensen. Coach tells her, well, it was a strike, so either way, you get a strike on you. The 1-1 from Rafflick. And that was at the eyes, swung through and missed. So Mortensen guessing a little here. See if she can get zeroed in on this next pitch here from Rafflick. Here it is. That one skips in from Rafflick. Mortensen not tempted on that one. 2-2 now. Pretty good crowd out there watching. Thanks everybody for watching. Now is the time to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers that live sports are on Zaleski Sports right now. As Mortensen swings through, it's another Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout. Second of the game for Rafflick, and now pitcher Callie Schmidt. But again, you found us. Do not be a sports hog. Let everybody else know that you know. Live sports are on right now. Send them a link. Give them a phone call. Tell them. Send them a text. And there's a good chance somebody out here they know is playing. And let them watch. Let them have the same fun you get to have here today. But full sun, no clouds in the sky. The day has heated up. I left the house today at around 8 o'clock, 55 degrees. It is not 55 degrees anymore. The car said 84. So nice day though. Off-speed pitch, and Schmidt able to keep up with it, fight it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Ella King on deck should Schmidt be able to get on safely here with 2 outs. And another one fouled back. But yeah, great day, a little bit of a breeze, so just enough to keep you comfortable. That humidity from the last couple weeks, long gone, for the time being anyway. Nice day out here. Nice day where you are, I'm sure, as you get to watch live free sports on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. I don't know much that could be better than that. Raflick ready. Here's the 2-2. That one high. Schmidt works the count full now. Jorgensen grounded out to third, and Mortensen struck out. Schmidt, the third batter of the inning, here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Raflick winds and delivers the full count pitch, and this one fouled up and out of play. Right into the shade trees just behind the backstop here. But again, pretty good crowd here. Everybody's sitting in the shade. Just a couple on the third base line working on their tan. Everybody else getting shade up the right field line. Now that one rolls in low, and Schmidt aboard with a 2-out walk. That will bring up second baseman Ella King. Ella, a couple fantastic plays in the field on Monday night, including a diving stab delivered over to Stockheimer. Safe was the call. It turned out that the call was not right, but it doesn't matter. Just a fantastic play, no matter what the call was. That one fouled back. A diving play, scrambled up to her feet, fired over in time for the out over to Stockheimer. Game that ultimately ended in a tie on Monday night. 5-5 was the score. Aces and the Marshfield, one of the Marshfield teams, the 16s or the 18s, I don't remember which, but it doesn't matter at this point. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to King. Trying to keep the inning alive, it would bring up Allison King on deck. This one, though, is hit over to shortstop, and ranging back into shallow center field, Sammy Miller makes the catch, and it is the final out of the inning for Neillsville. No hits, 1 left on, none across. 2 complete here from Listman Park. Neillsville 1, Pacelli nothing.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice of small, in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can also choose to get started here and finish at a 4-year, or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Your Lennox dealer in Stevens Point and Plover is Point Heating and Cooling. Point Heating and Cooling, proud sponsor of all area sports, and is your local Lennox dealer in the Stevens Point and Plover area. Sign up for planned service and receive 10% off parts, and a reminder to service your furnace and or central air conditioner. Call Point Heating and Cooling today. We'll give you that phone number here in just a second. It's Jaden Hitchery. There we go, Lane Ilka. Sorry about that. Right fielder Ilka with Jaden Hitchery on deck. We're a little discombobulated here to start the top of the 3rd inning, but we'll get it right. Have no worries about that. That one comes in high. 2 balls, no strikes to Ilka. That one comes in high, 3-0 to Ilka. Again, Point Heating and Cooling is your Lennox dealer in the Stevens Point and Plover area. Call Point Heating and Cooling at 715-345-1979. That's 345-1979, Point Heating and Cooling. And a strike there from Schmidt to Ilka. And your air conditioner on the fritz, or maybe just hasn't been looked at in a while. Now is the best time. Get that cared for right away. Again, the temperatures have come down a little bit, made it more comfortable, but that is no time to wait. The time to go is now before that next stretch starts. Get your appointment made over at Point Heating and Cooling in Plover and Stevens Point. So Hitchery now with Ilka aboard at first. Mozide took a peek down there after the ball came up high, out of her stance anyway, so show ball. Maybe Ilka does something funny down there, but she got back in time. No throw down. And swung on and missed as the ball came in at eye level. Hitchery a little excited to get after that one. Some chuckles in the dugout to our left. Everybody having a good time out here. And that is the whole idea. That ball is hit right into the paid section over there. I say that jokingly. Nobody pays to get in here, but so Schmidt ready, and 1-1 pitch is to Hitchery here, and that one hit into on the infield over to Mosley in time for out number 1. So back to the top of the order now in Sammy Miller. This one hit, just out of the reach of Mosley over at short, and it'll be a 1-out single for Sammy Miller. That moves the runner Ilka over to second. And with 1 out, runners on first and second for second baseman Briar Armatowski. As a ball comes into Armatowski. And that one comes in high. So Armatowski on the batter's box. Figure out what I'm going to say here. Ilka at second, Miller at first. Here it is. And Armatowski lifts this one into shallow left field, coming on and making the catch for out number 2. And that is left fielder Lizzie Jorgensen out there. So Armatowski retired. So 2 outs in the inning now. Haley Rafflick flew out to center back in the first inning. A chance to help her own cause here. As her squad trails, this one gets away. And down to third goes Ilka. And over to second moves Miller. So 2 in scoring position now for Rafflick. Schmidt delivers. This one comes in low again, blocked by Mosley. The 2-0 from Schmidt is hit under her legs. 1 run will come in. That is Ilka. Miller turns from third. She scores, and it's a 2 RBI double for Haley Rafflick. And Pacelli in the lead now, 2-0, as Rafflick sends Miller and Ilka to the plate. And I said double, there's a single, and then on to second on the throw. But either way, it's a 2 RBI hit for the pitcher, Haley Rafflick. So she does help herself, puts her team in the lead. And the inning continues here with 2 outs for third baseman Grace Rapinski. And Rapinski, 1 bounce to Schmidt to Stockheimer. An easy play on the 1-3 putout, but damage done as Ilka took the walk. Miller aboard with the base hit, so 2 hits and a walk in the inning sting Neillsville here as Pacelli scores 2 in the third. Bottom of the third coming up, Pacelli leads 2-1.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Bottom of the third inning, Allison King, and then back to the top of the order, Bella Opelt and Emma Mosley all due up for Neillsville. Rafflick throws a strike to King. It was Rafflick with the 2 RBI hit in the top of the inning. That put Pacelli up 2-1. That's where we stand right now. So Rafflick had a chance to help her own cause and did. And now back on the circle, hit her hand on her hip coming through on that swing and delivered the ball about 15 feet in the air. And that one came out on the other side of her hip, so mechanics a little bit off for Rafflick here. It's 2 times in a row on her delivery, hit her hip and her thigh. That one came through a little better, and this one hit into shallow right field, not able to come on and make the catch. It'll be a base hit for the 9-hitter Allison King, and the lineup was going to turn over anyway, but if you can do it, you may as well get on base from that 9 spot and give you and your team a chance to plate a run. And now the top of the order coming up. Center fielder Bella Opelt scored the Neillsville run in the first. Bangs this one into the ground at third. An easy play over across the diamond for out number 1. Third baseman there placed perfectly by Coach Ann Molsky. Grace Rapinski did what her coach said. The ball was hit right to her. And 1 out recorded. King moves over to second in scoring position for the shortstop, Emma Mosley. And Mosley rips this one into center. King over to third. Ball bobbled, and they're going to send King home on the bobble, and she will score standing up. And we are tied at 2. The E8 will score her. It is a hit for Mosley. Error negates an RBI if Mosley is counting those. Maybe she is, but for today's effort, not an RBI, but a run scored for Neillsville, and bunt shown. Runner on the move is Mosley. Head first slide, and safe as the call as the ball came out of Miller's glove. Mosley's head first slide jarred that ball loose, and it's a stolen base for Mosley. So 1 ball now to Stockheimer. She was able to get the bat back. And this one is hit in the left field line of foul, just foul down the left field line for strike 1. Pretty sweet setup we got here. It's as hot as Hobbs in here. I found that's a new phrase I learned just the other day. Hot as Hobbs. Yeah, I'll explain it when I have time here during the broadcast, because people I'm sure like Lucas are like, huh? What? Miller backhand stops it, and the ball lost out of the first baseman's mitt. As that ball came in low, Stockheimer beats it out, and we're going to give Stockheimer an infield single. Hustled down the line there. A little bit of a tough play to make. You've got your own Grassland Dairy scorecard at home. You might score differently. We'll give Stockheimer the benefit of the doubt in the infield single as the ball just came loose from Grzinski as Stockheimer was crossing the bag at first. So runners now at first and second, 1 out, and the catcher, Ellie Mozide. Tied here at 2 as King came home just 2 batters ago, sorry. It was Mosley's hit that allowed King to come around. The ball was bobbled in center field. King able to come around and score, and we're tied here in the bottom of the third at 2-all. Mozide rips that one almost directly behind her. That is difficult to do. Puts it into the Pacelli dugout. The right-handed batter hit it directly behind herself. She was just a bit early on the swing. And swung at the high cheese there, did Mozide. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, I'm sorry, strikeout. I missed a strike in there somewhere. It's a bullseye. Sports of Marshfield strikeout, the 3rd of the game for Rafflick. Out number 2 in the inning, Lizzie Jorgensen now. Mozide having so much fun out there. I missed one of the pitches. And Jorgensen over to Miller at shortstop across the diamond and in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Neillsville, though, a productive inning, 3 hits. They do leave 2 on. They score 1 after 3 complete at Listman Park. We are tied at 2.
Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today. Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes.
And as we start here in the top of the 4th inning, Sydney Gavin able to drop one in down the left field line. It'll be a leadoff hit in the inning for the center fielder, Gavin. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. Weekly hit on the infield, and everybody is safe. Infield single for Emma Van Order. And sometimes you'll take those. She hit it right off the end of the bat. Kind of fizzled as King was charging it at third, and no play to be made. So 2 aboard here, nobody out for Emily Grzinski. Grzinski grounded out to third her last time up. Now one outside for a ball. Big secondary lead for Gavin after that ball was thrown. Mozide, keep an eye on that next time, I bet. Mozide sees everything on the field. There's nothing that gets past her. Another ball comes in. This one hit into shallow center field. That's going to get down. Gavin being sent around from third. Throw coming all the way to Mozide and is gunned down at home. As Mozide applies the tag, that throw coming all the way in from right field. And what a throw out there from Allison King. And gunned down at the plate right on the camera. You all saw it as clear as we did, as that throw comes all the way in for the first out of the inning, and a useful out there for Neillsville. Go down as a single for Grzinski. Van Order moves to second. And Lane Ilka at the dish. One the count now to Ilka. Again, baseball coming up in 45 minutes. Stevens Point and Marshfield from Rosholt Fairgrounds Park as the wild pitch comes in from Schmidt. That'll send Van Order down to third and Grzinski over to second. We're going to call it open auditions for the first game, as we will bring you a live video broadcast, no play-by-play for game one. And Ilka hits this one up and out of play, right off the top of the backstop, and leaks over for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ilka. So my recommendation is this: you're sitting there, record yourself, call a couple innings, send it in. Maybe we got a spot for you here at Zaleski Sports. And then Steve Maves on the call. And here's what I'll say: no matter what you do in that first game, you won't be better than Steve. This one hit up and just inside the fence as it curled back in, but falls to the ground. Ilka will come back to the plate and swing again on 1 ball, 2 strikes. So anyway, all that to be said, doubleheader from the fairgrounds in Rosholt, Stevens Point and Marshfield. First pitch 5:30, so 45 minutes from now, you will watch 2 games at the same time. I know you will, because I'm asking you to. And another one fouled off by Ilka. Count remains 1-2. We lost power on this. Good? Okay. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Ilka puts a charge into this one, and coming on for it is Jorgensen. It'll be enough, though, as an RBI for Lane Ilka as she flies out to left field, but that's enough to score Van Order from third and break our tie here on the top of the 4th. It is now 3-2 Pacelli. And an RBI for Ilka. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jaden Hitchery. And Hitchery into center. Opel, that'll cut the gap out there, and it'll be an RBI hit for Hitchery and safe over at second, so it'll be an RBI double as that easily scores Grzinski. And back-to-back connections with the ball, back-to-back RBI for Pacelli. And our score now 4-2. Back to the top of the order now in Sammy Miller. Miller 1 for 2, ground out and a single. Did score back in the 3rd. Two runs across in the inning for Pacelli. 2 outs now in the inning, but back to the top of the order. In Sammy Miller again, Jaden Hitchery on second after that RBI double, and actually a pinch runner out there. We'll see if we can figure out who that is for you. I bet I can find out. As Miller will hit that one into right field, and around comes the run. It will be an RBI single for Sammy Miller as Lane Ilka, fresh off of that RBI sac fly, running for Hitchery. She scores from second, 5-2 Pacelli. Briar Armatowski now, her third time up today. Armatowski 0 for 2, 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. That one high from Schmidt. 2 balls, no strikes now. Is Lucas almost back in shade? Almost not, though. Lucas in the corner of the chicken coop up here. That one hit into center. Opelt will settle under it. Makes a late stab at it. She's got speed to burn as Armatowski flies out to center for the final out of the inning here in the fourth. 5 hits for Pacelli. 1 left on, 3 runs. Pacelli leads 5-2. Bottom of the fourth inning coming up from Listman Park. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Bottom of the fourth here in Neillsville. Mortensen, Schmidt, and King all due up for Neillsville. Pacelli Catholic Schools invites you for a tour today. Visit Pacelli Catholic Schools on Maria Drive in Stevens Point and at 715-341-2445 as the bunt goes foul by Mortensen. Again, that's 715-341-2445. We invite you to schedule a tour today at Pacelli Catholic Schools. And been to Pacelli, I don't know how many times, hundreds. Every time we walk in there, it's a special feeling inside of Pacelli Catholic. As that one goes outside. Everybody's, all the kids are smiling. They're having a good time, and you can tell around the community, the alumni from Pacelli, you know about the fantastic education they got because they're giving back to their community. This one lofted high into left field. Can of corn for out number 1. So Pacelli Catholic Schools will show you around and show you how you and your family and your children can benefit from the fine education provided at Pacelli Catholic Schools in Stevens Point. So 1 out, Callie Schmidt now. And Schmidt swings through the first from Rafflick. Second time through here for Neillsville. Schmidt walked back in the second, left stranded at first thereafter. And hits this one into left field. Miller all the way over and could not make the catch. And the ball is foul. Pretty athletic play there from Sammy Miller, arranging all the way from a shortstop spot into shallow left field and then in foul territory. She finally made contact with the ball, just not able to bring it all the way in. So Schmidt will face an 0-2 offering from Haley Rafflick. And as promised, here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. A Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout for Haley Rafflick. 4 strikeouts today for Rafflick. And a couple of RBI. So that is doing it right there. And King hits this one right to Miller, and Miller there to record the final out of the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the fourth for Pacelli. We have played 4 complete. Our score remains Neillsville 5, Pacelli 2.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the...
And that one comes in high. And pitching now for Neillsville is Delaney Johnson, I believe. I didn't get any last names, so I believe that's a Johnson. And that one comes in high and away.
I wasn't there, so is it on the box? Does it have like a Bluetooth logo? Is it a Bluetooth mouse, or did it never have the USB thing?
And ball four, so Raflick aboard here with the leadoff walk.
So it just wasn't included in the box. This is the first game. It's just like you normally would shoot a highlight, I guess, and then just
And that one comes in high for a ball. Okay, so Sidney Gavin, that one comes in low. Down to second goes Raflick. Or, I'm sorry, Rapinski. I'm one ahead of myself here. So Rapinski remains at the dish and gets hit by Johnson. So down to first goes Rapinski. And a strike comes in to Gavin. So Gavin, a walk and a single today, on base twice for Pacelli. And she gets hit by Johnson. So back-to-back Pacelli batters hit by pitch, and the bases are loaded. Nobody out, and in comes Emma Van Order. And actually, that was Shannon Lepak batting for Gavin. So my apologies. So Lepak takes one. That one comes in high and inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike now, the count to Van Order. And she steps in for the third time, struck out back in the second, singled and scored in the fourth. And a strike on the inside corner there from Johnson. So evens count at 2 balls, 2 strikes after she's hit back-to-back batters here in the inning. Loading the bases now with nobody out and swung through and a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout. The first strikeout for Delaney Johnson. We believe it's Johnson. We weren't given any last name, so if we're wrong, it wouldn't be the first time. Abe Balderas watching. Hey, Abe. Thanks for watching the broadcast with us. As Emily Grzinski, and that one bounces in. Another one bounces in, so 2 balls now. This one foul back up off the backstop. And fouled up the first baseline. Stockheimer not able to get all the way up and out of play to snag that one in. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Grzinski. And a strikeout, a Bullseye Sports strikeout. Second of the inning now for Johnson. Again, she hits 2. Now she strikes out 2. And all right, and we've got another pinch batter here, Julia Scorch. So Scorch will bat for Ilka. As Coach Mulsky making sure that the girls that made the trip here get to all play today. That's a good idea. And Scorch gets that one out of play behind her. And Scorch will hit this one through the hole at third. 1 run is in. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for Julia Scorch, and a huge round of applause from the Pacelli dugout. And why not? 2 runs scored. Rafflick comes in. Rapinski comes in. 7-2 Pacelli, and Scorch comes in and gives herself a couple of RBI. It's a 3rd RBI out of the 8 slot here for Pacelli today. 2 for Scorch, 1 for Ilka, getting the job done in the bottom of the order. Jaden Hitchery now. And first pitch swinging, hits that back through the box. Rounding from third will be Lepak, and Lepak comes in and scores. It's an RBI single for the catcher, Jaden Hitchery, and runs starting to come in easy form now for Pacelli. On the throw, Hitchery will move down to second. And back to the top of the order now, and Sammy Miller. 2 outs. A lot of this being done with 2 outs here in the inning. Last couple. As we really see the audience numbers jack up here. And I think what happened, Lucas, is a lot of people got home from work or from whatever they were doing. Here's a clue, though, guys. If you turn me down just a little bit, you can still watch at work. I'll give you permission. So Miller bounces that one through the box, and 1 run will score as Coach Mulsky eases up off the gas over at third base. So it's an RBI for Miller. As Hitchery comes in to score. Scorch moves over to third, and now Breyer Armatowski with 2 outs as the 2-out barrage continues here from the Pacelli squad, and a strike on the outside corner from Johnson. One ball, one strike now to Armatowski. And a strike there at the letters to Armatowski, as Armatowski, the 9th batter of the inning. Here in the 5th. 4 runs already across, 2 more on as Miller moved down to second somewhere in this whole transaction. As that ball comes in high, 3 balls, 1 strike now to Armatowski. Delaney Johnson on here in the 5th inning. Been a rocky inning, and Armatowski goes down looking as the strike zone expanded there with all 9 hitters reaching the plate. It's a Bullseye Sports strikeout, Bullseye Sports of Marshfield, and it is the last out of the inning. Again, big inning for Pacelli. They score 5, and we move now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Pacelli 8, Neillsville 2.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
It's a winning play every day at Tire Town Auto with 24-hour towing and complete auto service. Tire Town Auto on the roundabout on South Central Avenue in Marshfield, and 715-389-2909. That's 715-389-2909 to get you back on the winning side with Tire Town Auto. Allison King, and then back to the top in Bella Opelt and Emma Mosley. It's how Neillsville started the 3rd inning, and that produced a run back in the 3rd. The other run of the game back in the 1st inning for Neillsville. Started out well, but Pacelli really turned it on there in the top of the 5th. Storm out now to an 8-2, commanding 8-2 lead here at Listman Park in Neillsville. That one is going to be bounced off the fence and foul. So ball 1 there to King, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rafflick delivers, and that one hit back up the box by King. So King, just like in the 3rd inning, leadoff single from the 9-hole and runner aboard for Neillsville. And there was a little bit of small ball after that to get King through as Opelt grounded out to 3rd, moved King over to 2nd base. And then a Mosley single had runners on 1st and 2nd, and Stockheimer I'm sorry, on first and third, and then Stockheimer delivered King on the RBI. That one bunted and foul, as that ball bunted into the right-handed batter's box and hit a little divot there. Kind of spun right in there, but it was foul. We got a few innings left here. Those of you watching, and there is a really nice audience out there. Thank you all, and thanks for watching this broadcast. Still time, though, to tell your friends, neighbors, and strangers that live sports are on Zaleski Sports. So let them come and watch the end of this one. Here is Opelt, rips it down the left field line and fair, and that ball will roll to the fence. Coming in to third is King. Coach Stockheimer telling her to slide, and King skips and stands on third base. It's a double for Bella Opelt. So what you got to learn, especially early on in your playing days, although these kids in high school, they should know by now, you've got to look at your base coach. You don't watch the ball. Don't look at the catcher. Look at your base coach. They're going to tell you everything that they need you to do. And Mosley squares to bunt, lays it down nicely. Mosley up the third base line, and that will score King from first. So like in the third, Neillsville, a little bit of small ball, able to push the runners around, and this time, again, like in the third, pushes King in, and it's an RBI for Mosley. Yeah, she is retired in the 5-3 putout for the first out in the inning, and the speedy Bella Opelt at third base. Stockheimer now again in and hits this one over to third. Runner is checked on Opelt, coming home, play at the plate, and Opelt is safe on the head first slide. And Bella Opelt will not be denied. And another RBI for Stockheimer. 2 now in the game. Back-to-back 5-3 putouts, but back-to-back runs as small ball. Really doing it here for Neillsville. Here in the game, score 2 in the inning. They now cut the lead in half, 8-4. And Ellie Mozide, a couple of strikeouts on Mozide's line here today, and sees a strike come in from Rafflick on pitch number 1. And this one ripped into left field. Mozide will be aboard with a 2-out single. So maybe a little 2-out rally for Neillsville here. Pacelli made things happen with 2 outs back in their half of the inning. This one into left field, and center fielder making a very nice catch out there for the third out of the inning as Jorgensen is retired. Neillsville does score 2. They leave 1 on. We have played 5 complete here from Listman Park in Neillsville. Pacelli 8, Neillsville 4.
Stay comfortable all year round with custom heating and cooling of Neillsville and Marshfield. Whether you have new construction or looking for a replacement, Custom Heating and Cooling will find the most energy-efficient rood furnace for your home. You can choose 60-month no-interest financing with easy monthly payments when you choose Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling is also your LP choice with customized payment plans and friendly delivery. Family-owned and operated, insured, licensed, certified, experienced. Custom Heating and Cooling puts the custom in customer.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
For Pacelli here in the top of the 6th inning, Rafflick, Rapinski, and Gavin all due up. And a ball outside to Rafflick. Again, Pacelli batted around in the 5th inning. Scored 4 along the way. And Rafflick lifts this one into right field, just off the glove of King. Opelt on the backup, fires into Mosley at second, and Mosley on the tag loses the ball, and it'll be a double for Rafflick. That'll bring up Grace Rapinski. I believe Coach Molsky's got maybe 2 more substitutions available to her, or 2 more on the bench, I should say. Every substitution that is available, there are unlimited subs, and a bad throw over to first base, and on the error, that'll let Rafflick score. So Rapinski moves over to second on the error, be an E1, as Delaney Rochester pitching for Neillsville here and gets a swing and a miss. Shannon Lepak out ahead of that one. Anna Van Order, Gracie Auer, and Madison Graver have not entered the game yet, but Coach Molsky's got this inning and the next to see about that. This one hit on the infield. Over on it is Mosley for out number 1. So Lepak retired, and that'll bring Van Order back to the plates. And Anna Van Order now does get her name called as she goes out to run at second. So just as I was saying, there would be some action for everybody who made the trip out here to Neillsville. Van Order, strikeout, single, strikeout, scored once, and will be a single there. Gets past third base. And sister Anna held at third, so the Van Order sisters occupy first and third. Bring up first baseman Emily Grzinski, and we'll have a new pitcher for Pacelli when we start the bottom of 6th inning, and that one gets through. It'll be an RBI single for Emily Grzinski. So Grizz with the ribby. That plates Anna Van Order. Emma moves over to second, so runners on first and second now for Julia Scorch. And Grace Rapinski warming up in the bullpen for Pacelli. Jorgensen coming on, underhand catch, and fires it all the way through the infield, and that'll be an E7, and 2 runners, both runners, will advance. So Emma Van Order down to third, Grzinski over to second. It is an out, and then the E7 followed by the F7 for out number 2. And the bottom of the order now, Jaden Hitchery. Fly out, double and a single, 2 runs scored for Hitchery today. And Hitchery hammers this one right at Jorgensen in left, puts her mid up and snags out number 3. So back-to-back outs to left field, 2 runs score in the inning for Pacelli as they increase their lead 10-4. Good buddy, bottom of the 6th coming up.
Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Experience your choice of small, in-person classes, online classes, innovative technology class options, or your choice of any combination to fit your needs. You can also choose to get started here and finish at a 4-year, or with an associate degree in one of our 60 in-demand programs. Experience choice at Mid-State Technical College. Get started at mstc.edu.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
So Grace Rapinski now on to pitch for Pacelli here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that'll give us a chance to add up some stats for starting pitcher. And on this point, as we are in the bottom of the 6th, pitcher on record with a W next to her name for now, Haley Rafflick, and Neillsville would like to change that. So Ava Mortensen here for Neillsville, and hits this one over to third, picked by Rafflick there and across the diamond in time for out number 1. 4 runs under the watch of Haley Rafflick on 5 hits and 4 strikeouts. So pretty good effort. Certainly over the last few years, not the best stat line, not the best line I've seen on a score sheet for Haley Rafflick. She'll be happy though with the effort, and she should be. Pretty good. That one bounces into Rochester. Rochester batting now for Schmidt. And hits this one right to Miller at shortstop. Easy catch. Easy out. 2 down. And Ella King. King 2 softly hit line drives to Sammy Miller, just like the last one there from Rochester. And you want your shortstop to be able to haul those in, make plays when needed, and Miller's done all of that here today. And this one grounded to Miller, and we'll put away King for a smooth and easy 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom of the 6th. We have played 6 complete from Listman Park in Neillsville. Our score remains 10-4. Good buddy Pacelli, top of the 7th, coming up.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
For over 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? We make banking about you. We have a strong partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments with new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally, with locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Gresham, Medford, Shawano, Wausau, and Weston, and is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
With a leadoff single from the leadoff spot in the top of the 7th, and I was just checking on Grace Auer. All right, so Grace Auer now will bat for Armatowski. As Coach Mulski making sure everybody gets in. I know we've got one more left, and I believe she is on deck, but we'll wait till we get the official call up here to the press box on that. But this is number 20, Grace Auer, batting in the 2 slot for Armatowski. 1 for 4 today was Briar Armatowski. Singled back in the 1st inning, that was it. And inside corner for a strike there. As the sun has finally reached the worst point in the day for us, it's just below the top of the press box and just above the top of the trees, so there's nowhere. Well, Lucas is in shade though. He finally found his sweet spot. I am not. I get it all now. So I shouldn't talk so selfishly. This is not the worst spot of the day. It just happens to be my time. And swung through for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Auer. I'm sorry, strikeout to Auer. All that sun, I missed one in there somewhere. It's a Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout for Delaney Rochester. And Haley Rafflick now. And Rafflick rolls this one to Mosley at second, and not in time. Over to King at second as Miller a little slow to get up from second base, but no worse for the wear over there is Miller. And now Madison Grover. So now we've got them all. I've now called everybody's name here on the roster for Pacelli. Madison Grover got it. Thanks, Coach Molsky, for nothing. As Grover hits this one over to Mosley at short, tries to swipe tag, and then on the effort throws it behind the third baseman, but threw it so hard it bounced back, and it'll be the runner at third, Miller, staying put. As Grover reaches on a fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Shannon Lepak. Shannon is the one who called up the lineup change, so thanks, Shannon, for helping us out with that, and rips that one foul. So bases loaded, one out. Shannon Lepak. Rochester winds and delivers. That one fouled off the backstop. So no balls, 2 strikes now to Lepak. Emma Van Order is on deck. Yes, that was a question mark. But fortunately, she's about 5 feet away from us, so we get to know that. And a ball right over the melon of Lepak. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And Lepak fouls that one right off a home plate. And we'll step back in and face another 1-2 count from Delaney Rochester. And Rochester hits that one right out of play. But again, well, now there's a few more sitting down on the third baseline. Still, though, if you're here to work on your tan, that's where you sit. Everyone else here in attendance sitting under the shade trees up the right field line. And then 2 of us sitting in the chicken coop up here. Swung on and missed. It is the second strikeout of the inning for Rochester. And another Bullseye Sports of Marshfield strikeout. So 2 outs. Base is still loaded. Emma Van Order. 2 for 4 today is Van Order with a run scored back in the 4th. And dribbles that one in front of home plate. And the throw across the field is in time for the final out of the inning. So Rochester gets out of it. They leave 3 on. They score none. Neillsville coming up with work to do in the bottom of the 7th.
Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neillsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. All right, back here in the bottom of the 7th inning, time for our Alan Johnson State Farm play of the game. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Alan Johnson is ready to help you combine home and auto and save in Marshfield. Call 715-207-6047 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Alan Johnson State Farm on North Central Avenue in Marshfield. Our play of the game goes back to the top of the 4th inning as Sidney Gavin was gunned down at home on a beautiful play that ended with a tag from Ellie Mozide behind the Neillsville plate in a losing effort, or at least to this point, a trailing effort, but that was a fantastic play and is our Allen Johnson State Farm play of the game. So for the 3rd time today, the leadoff spot for Neillsville comes out of the 9 hole. This is Mia, and again, not provided any last names on the reserve, so Mia batting here in place of Allison King. And sees that one come in low for a ball. I believe we're at 2 balls, 2 strikes, but not 100%. It's all right. We're just here having fun. It's a good time here, and everybody watching at home is having a great time. This one hit in the air, coming on for it and making the play at first for the outs, and that is number 19, Emily Grzinski. Some lineup changes, some defensive substitutions, had to make sure who was playing over there at first. But now back to the top of the order, Bella Opelt. 2 for 3 today. Single, double, 2 runs scored. It's just an average day for Bella Opelt. And that one skips in low for a ball. Again, coming on here for the 2nd inning of work is Grace Rapinski as she relieved Raflick to start the the bottom of the 6th inning. So pitched an inning and a 3rd. Has Rapinski and done it nicely. It was a 1-2-3 inning back in the 6th. 3 groundouts, and that did it. But again, we are live over at Rosholt Fairgrounds Park. So right at the conclusion of this one, or just right now, grab another device, take your spouse's phone or tablet, or turn on your smart TV. I don't know. You figure it out. You're smart. But get 2 devices, and you can watch Marshfield take on Stevens Point right now. And you can find that game live at ZaleskiSports.com. The 3-0 to Opelt, watching the whole way, and watches a strike sail in from Rapinski. The 3-1 now to Opelt. That one fouled back, so Rapinski doing a nice job, pumping in a couple strikes there at the end. Fell behind 3-0, now full is the count to Opelt. Rapinski gets one she likes. Here's the full count pitch to Opelt. That one comes in high, so a 1-out walk. Opelt aboard, and always danger on the bases if you're the other team, with Opelt going station to station, most times faster than you can even think. As Mosley steps in here, 1 for 3 today is Emma. And Opelt, there she goes, down to station number 2. Stolen base for Bella Opelt. And no worries there. Mosley now will see this one come in low. I missed the call on the stolen base, so there you go. Thank you, Blue. 2 balls, no strikes. And I heard the warm overtures of Steve Maves on the call over in Rosholt, and you'll be happy to watch that broadcast because Steve's going to tell you everything you need to know about that game. And maybe a couple things you didn't know you needed to know. No, that's usually this broadcast, is where you find out things you never even cared about. I think I've kept it pretty much toned down today. Here's the 3-0 to Mosley. And that one bounces in, and behind Hitchery, Opelt will take off for 3rd and arrive there easily. So runners at the corners now with 1 out, and that'll bring up Darren Stockheimer. 2 RBI today for Stockheimer. Stockheimer shows bunt, pulls it back, and down to second goes Mosley on the defensive indifference, or as my friend and yours, Bob Euchre, will say, who cares? Indifference, right? Who cares? That's what it means. Gotta love Euch. That one comes in high. So 2-0 now to Stockheimer. I'm sorry, 1 ball, 1 strike. There we go. So the 1-1 now from Rapinski to Stockheimer with Mosley on second, Opelt on third. And this one hit on the infield. Coming in for it is Raflick and making out number 2. The easy catch here in the infield right in front of us. So 2 outs. Neillsville down to their last. And Ellie Mozide 1 for 3 today. Pair of strikeouts and a single on her line thus far. So at bat number 4 will need to be productive to keep this game going. And strike high to Mozide. Yeah, you watch that Stratford's Chandler Schmidt batting now. You watch that Marshfield-Stevens Point game. Again, Steve Maves on the call. Find it live at ZaleskiSports.com. You'll leave today happy. Steve's just got the voice that's going to assure you that no matter what you're going through today, everything is going to be all right. That's why we have him here. Every now and then I call him sometimes. I'm having a rough day. I'm like, hey, Steve, how's it going? He starts talking to me, and I leave that phone call like I've had the best day I've ever had. It's true. The pitch from Rapinski. Mozide pounds that one into the ground. Raflick picks from third and dug out by Grzinski over at first for the final out of the inning. So the 5-3 putout is our final here today. We thank our game day sponsor, Grassland Butter. Exciting and rewarding careers available right now at grassland.com. And Neillsville Dairy, huge supporter of local sports and athletics from all around the area. And Neillsville Dairy, a recent winner of the 2020 Processor Award. And they're going to put that money to good use here. And we will, again, bring you highlights tonight. Highlights available on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network. You'll see highlights of this game as everybody just, yeah, I think this is pretty good here. Everybody just walks through, tells you it's a good game. You don't, I guess, need to touch. All right, all good. So Neillsville Dairy, we thank you. You'll thank yourself by watching this piece from Neillsville Dairy, and then you switch on over to baseball. It's Stevens Point hosting Marshfield in Rosholt. Have a good night, everybody.
Well, the Grow Wisconsin Dairy Processing Grant is for really any dairy, or up to $50,000 you can get for like improvements, help with like food safety aspects. It's actually you have to pay part of the service that you're getting, so you have to pay 20% of it. So we were actually granted $6,150, and so that's the 80%. So our project is at a little over $7,000. So that's showing them that we're doing something with their milk. We're not just taking it, turning it into cheese, setting in the stores, sending it to the customer, like everyone else does. Anything that we do in the plant with food safety is great for everyone. It's not just great for us. It's telling the customer that we make a good product. It's telling the farmer, our patrons, that we're doing good with their milk. And so that should really go to heart. That you're going to get a safe product coming out of here. It's cool to see that all the Hymans are they really like to see their name out in the community, but especially for anything with children's groups. They sponsor a bike raffle every year, and they actually go in and give it to the kid in the schools. I know that's a huge thing every year. But yeah, it's really cool to see their name out there. Seeing them a sponsor, we all got kids, we all were kids, so most likely something came out of here that we've done. Or
we originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caffalatieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.